Hello there, inspired Tennos. This here is the start of a new series. The premise of this series was suggested to me during the stream I did the day after the new war came out. It's quite brilliant, really. Why should you guys trust me based on what I'm saying and my theoretical calculations? This is a series in which I show you a lot of different investments that I have made, as well as making some new ones during this series, which will be updated probably every other week or so. And then just show you how well I'm doing with the different investments I have made, so that instead of just trusting me based on my word, you can actually see how I'm doing with it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the stuff I've already got. In many ways, I think this is the perfect place to start because I've had a majority of my success with primed mods, and primed mods are just an extension of primed parts. And that's probably a concept that deserves its own video. But it's like when you don't have endless amounts of time and don't have huge funds to start investing with, this is a really good place to start. If you want the most out of your trades and with a system where you can reliably get all of your trades out of the way every day if you really want to, and or which you can actually use even though you don't have any platinum. This is such a good place to start. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like for me currently. So this is it. Let me just move myself out the way a little bit. So obviously profits right now are not huge. 5,230 here on the right bottom corner. The reason for this is simply that Primed Flow was recently brought back by Barocketeer, which annihilated the prices. Obviously, by the way, the prices here, the price, that's not for one primed flow, that's for 73 primed flow, and the same with the value of it. Anyways, so Baro recently brought these back, which annihilated the price. I wasn't able to play at the time where I had to sell it, so therefore I just didn't get to enjoy this reward this time around. But with a little bit of patience, I will be able to sell them at the price I decided to do so, which is 80 per mod. But I guess that's part of the fun with this series. When we come back eventually, then we can look at how much this number has increased, even though very likely I will not necessarily have sold very many of them. So let's go ahead and move on. I've told you guys on multiple occasions now that I have 300 Ivara sets. And I don't think I've actually showed you yet, which I think is considered a crime, pretty much. But here it is. I have 300 sets, and I recently converted all of my sets into Ivara. Now, I will say that I have other sets, but I don't have more than 2 of them, and I pretty much expect to use them as giveaways. So let's pretty much just focus on Ivara for now. So here we are again. The price is fluctuating a little bit, but most of the time the price is now up to 35, whereas I bought each set for 30, which cost me a total of 9,000. So already now, if I were willing to sell all of my sets, I would have made a 1,500 profit. Considering that she was just voted on the 15th, I would say that's a pretty good investment already. Of course, selling 300 sets would take forever if it was for such a small profit, so I'm not trying to do that. I think now is a pretty good time to explain what I consider as an investment, because I didn't buy these Imperator Vandals. These I all farmed last time the Fomorian was here, and their combined value right now is about 500 platinum. The reason why I consider these to be an investment is because I'm not selling them actively. I'm purposefully holding onto them because I expect that they will increase in value given enough time. The same goes for the Basmu. Now the Basmu kind of goes into the next thing that we're going to talk about. So it's currently sitting at 25, it's sort of edging towards 30, which is nice. It's finally starting to increase in price a little bit. Honestly, I'm not sure if it will go up or not. I don't know how many people are buying Basmu, but I guess we'll see. I guess that's the whole point of the series, isn't it? But let's go ahead and take a look at what I got in terms of miscellaneous items. And this is pretty much it. That's all I got right now in terms of like these small items. Let's go ahead and move on to perhaps my biggest investment right now. Mother tokens is very interesting because they're almost like an investment of an investment. It's an investment which I don't even have yet. It's an investment in the sense that it's something which I'm not cashing out. It's just something I'm sitting on in the hopes of, making some profit in the future. But unlike other investments, these don't actually appreciate in price over time. So in that sense, it's like an investment I don't have yet. Now, so far, I have about 1500 platinum in my mother tokens, which honestly is not bad considering that I've not been grinding this particularly hard. I've been mostly focused on the new war stuff and YouTube. You could very easily have more tokens than this, and it is pretty much just free profit. That's all it is. Let's just go ahead and take a look at it just so that you can see. And I think this time I will actually have to show you the equation behind it. So here you go, that's it. Very simple, but it's just the cost of one Basmu or Exultra times that price. And that's pretty much all there is to it. There is a little bit of a lull in the investment right now because a lot of my investments are either very new or has overlaps because I wasn't able to play when they had to be traded in. That only means that there is a huge profit in the future, and as I add more to this collection, I will definitely keep you posted. I'm sorry that this is a little bit of a shorter video, but I thought that it would be very interesting to have this going on in the background while everything else is happening. So I guess I'll just see you in the next one. And that's pretty much all there is to it. There is a little bit of a lull in the investment right now because a lot of my investments are either very new or has overlaps because I wasn't able to play when they had to be traded in. That only means that there is a huge profit in the future, and as I add more to this collection, I will definitely keep you posted. I'm sorry that this is a little bit of a shorter video, but I thought that it would be very interesting to have this going on in the background while everything else is happening. So I guess I'll just see you in the next one.